Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Monday, October 30 spoilers for Days of Our Lives indicate that Marlena Evans saw an emergency patient, who was identified as Lee Shin. Lee confided in Marlena about his sleeplessness and dreams because he thought he was going insane. Lee stated he never intended to do anything similar again after admitting he was a part of the scheme to brainwash Harris Michaels and send him after Stephen DiMera. Marlena agreed to assist Lee because he was in dire need of assistance in order to begin a new life without Gabby DiMera. On Monday's episode of Days, Gabby was startled by a man dressed as a zombie in the town square and informed Stefan about her encounter with Nick Fallon, who was undead, on Halloween. When the conversation shifted to possible means of seizing Lee's shares, Gabby proposed that they require evidence that Lee planned to kill Stefan. Gabby and Stefan would then have power over Lee. When Stephanie Johnson let Everett lynch inside her apartment, she became angry at her former partner for abandoning her. However, Everett maintained that he never intended to end their relationship. After Stephanie sent him to mail her something, Everett acknowledged that he was struck by a car outside the post office. The medics were unaware of Everett's identity because his phone had been destroyed, and he had no identification with him at the time. After being put into a coma through medical means, Everett had to heal from injuries to his body and mind. Though Everett swore he had no memory of her when he initially awoke, Stephanie was doubtful of the story. But when Everett gradually made his way back to recovery, he was able to walk and speak once more. Everett knew he had to find Stephanie as soon as he recalled how much he loved her and how he never stopped. Stephanie gave Everett a kiss in return, but she eventually pushed him away because she was living with her boyfriend. Stephanie discovered that Chad DiMera believed a prankster was at the door when Everett admitted that he had stopped by earlier and left after hearing a man's voice. Stephanie acknowledged that she was undoubtedly neither married or engaged when Everett inquired about it. Nevertheless, Stephanie couldn't simply resume her relationship with Everett because she had moved on. Everett made the decision to leave since he knew Stephanie needed time to take in all of his news. In the pub scene from Monday's episode of Days, Chad told Kate Roberts Brady that he didn't want to get married because he might end up losing someone else he loved. Chad also thought that Stephanie's desire to get married might have more to do with her need to find closure following the death of her ex. In any case, Chad felt stuck because he was unable to move on with Stephanie or return to his past with Abigail DiMera. Following Kate's suggestion that she leave the kids with Roman Brady overnight, Chad went to Stephanie's house and inquired about her want to speak. Chad went to get ready for bed because Stephanie felt they had had enough conversation for one day. After she was by herself, Stephanie thought about the strange circumstances while staring at a picture of herself with Everett on her phone. During Monday's DOL episode, Everett ran across Gabby in the town plaza and noticed that she seemed familiar. Since Gabby failed to identify Everett, he surmised that he had misidentified her. Gabby told Stefan she had never seen the guy in her life since Everett left. On Monday's episode of Days, E.J. DiMera shattered a glass at the DiMera estate to stop Stefan and Gabby from overpowering him. Just as E.J. was ready to destroy a gift that Sydney DiMera had given him, Nicole Walker stepped in and attempted to soothe him. Nicole then acknowledged that she was worried that E.J. would become overly consumed with his career and his need for vengeance, as evidenced by the time their wedding plans were abandoned in order to exact revenge on Ava Vitali. E.J. apologized and said he would never again lose sight of what was truly essential since Nicole wasn't sure she could trust him to be the father her baby needed. Even though Nicole wasn't quite persuaded by E.J.'s change of heart, they made amends and refocused on their wedding. E.J. proposed to Nicole immediately, but she refused to get married on the eerie Halloween holiday, so they decided to postpone their plans until the day following. Stay tuned for unexpected shocks on Nicole and E.J.'s wedding day, according to spoilers from Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Tuesday, October 31 indicate that while Salem celebrates Halloween, there will be some tricks and treats. Let's chat about what's coming up on DOL, because some twisted imaginations are about to play out, so get things wild. First, Stephanie Johnson will receive a visit from Kayla Johnson, who will assist her in casting an odd magic. It appears that a unique potion will be used, maybe one that will make Chad DiMera want to wed Stephanie and push Abigail DiMera to the back seat. Sadly, the plot will go terribly wrong, and Steve Johnson and Kayla will die on the floor. In this imaginative Halloween episode, Stephanie will ultimately pull a pistol on Chad, causing their relationship to completely collapse. Paulina Price and Abe Carver, meantime, are going to have their own issues since their attempt to watch a movie at home goes horribly wrong. According to teasers for days, Nurse Whitley Kane will appear with a rolling pin in hand and cause mayhem. Tate Black will be enlisted by Holly Jonas to the DiMera home to don an extraterrestrial costume and ruin a romantic evening. Tate will be carrying a dagger and a spooky outfit, so Holly will presumably teach him how to ruin Johnny DiMera and channel Dupree's alone time on the couch. That plan will fail because Tate and Johnny will ultimately meet a tragic end. Channel will clearly desire retribution since she will dress like an alien and use the weapon against Holly. On Tuesday's episode of Days, Eric Brady will become embroiled in a conflict between his current fiancée and his ex-wife at the hospital. After a fatal injection, Eric will meet an untimely end in a confrontation between Nicole Walker and Sloane Peterson. There will be some crazy moments because, according to Days teasers, Nicole will give Eric a heartfelt farewell kiss before deciding Sloane must face her own dreadful destiny. The shocking revelation that deceased characters can come back to life will also be revealed in Tuesday's episode for Nicole, Eric, and Sloane. Naturally, there will be a lot of nightmares in this Halloween special, but by the end of the program, everyone will have had a chance to wake up. Keep checking back for updates on all the amazing news and crazy confrontations that lie ahead, as spoilers for Days of Our Lives indicate some eerie turns of events are in store. Eric will marry Sloane quickly rather than giving in to those emotions, especially because their union may expedite the adoption procedure. Regretfully, Melinda Trask has previously acknowledged that Sloane and Eric's plan to adopt a child may encounter difficulties. When Nicole gets into an early labor and suffers a car accident, things are going to become weird, especially since Leo Stark is going to be the one delivering the baby on the side of the road. When he leaves the infant at Sloane's house, Dimitri von Leischner will become entangled in this problem. But in the end, this story will revolve around what Melinda persuades Sloane to do. Thanks for watching if you liked this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.